First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rokah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to all you Akim and you Aquat that believe in all sincerity. So I saw this video on Next News Network entitled Biden Horrifies Christians in Holiday Message. This was absolutely uncalled for. And basically what I like to do is I like to go to the transcript, okay, of President Creepy Joe Biden's speeches and read the words that he said, all right? And you can find this on whitehouse.gov. But this is the title, Remarks by President Creepy Joe Biden in Christmas Address to the Nation. And I'm going to read certain parts of this speech. I'm not going to read the whole thing. There was something that was said that was very interesting. Okay. And I'm going to get some scriptures or one, this will be edifying. It says, there is a certain stillness at the center of the Christmas story. A silent night when all the world goes quiet and all the glamour, all the noise, everything that divides us, everything that pits us against one another, everything that seems so important but really isn't. This all fades away in stillness of the winter's evening. And we look to the sky, to a lone star, shining brighter than all the rest, guiding us to the birth of a child. A child Christians believe to be the Son of God. Miraculously now, here among us on earth, bringing hope, love, and peace and joy to the world. Yes, it's a story that's 2,000 years old, but it's still very much alive today. Just look into the eyes of a child on Christmas morning, or listen to the laughter of a family together this holiday season after years of being apart. Just feel the hope rising in your chest as you sing, hark, the herald angels sing, even though you sung the countless times before. Yes, even after 2,000 years, Christmas still has the power to lift us up, to bring us together, to change lives, to change the world. The Christmas story is at the heart of the Christmas Christian faith. But the message of hope, love, peace, and joy, they're also universal. So, did you catch that? He actually said something that was biblical, okay? He says, and we look to the sky, to a lone star shining brighter than all the rest, guiding us to the birth of a child Christians believe to be the Son of God. Now, when you watch the video on Next News Network right here, right, they're saying that he did not mention the name of the Son of God, which upset some people that he didn't mention JC. Okay. But as he said, this particular part, we look to the sky to a lone star, we know what he's really talking about. Okay, he's talking about Yahushai. Okay, and they know the truth. They know that the Son of the Most High is a so-called black man. Okay, they know that we're the Israelites, and that we know that we're back on our feet teaching this truth. But what they're not going to tell you, okay, is the false depiction of the Messiah being what it is now. Okay, that white Caesar's Christ. Okay, it says here, a child Christians believe to be the Son of God. So people believe that JC is the Son of the Most High, and he's not. Okay, but this is alluding to something in the scriptures, Matthew the second chapter. Okay, the birth of Yahweh Shai. All right, but what end was it? Okay, or is it to the Edomite? Okay, and that's what I want to touch on. All right, what did the birth of Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, what did it mean to the Edomite, and what did it mean to the Israelite? Okay, and they're saying that it's a story that's 2,000 years old, which the birth of Yahweh Shai is, uh, around 2,000 years old, you know. But they say all this, and they mix this Christmas spirit crap in it, to have people think that they're about peace, hope and love, and when really America's been built on the back of slaves, okay, which are the Israelites, okay, the blacks, the Latinos, the Native Americans, okay. They don't want to tell the truth about that, okay. You know, they say here, or he said, I should say, the Christmas story is at the heart of the Christmas Christian faith, and that's a lie, okay, because Christmas has nothing to do, okay, with so like yeah, Christmas has nothing to do with the Christian faith, okay. And who were the Christians? Let's get into it. Let's get into it, right? This is the book of Acts 11 and 26. And when he had found him, he brought him unto Antioch. And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people. And the disciples were called Christians first in Antioch. Okay, so Christmas, for those of you who do not know, has nothing to do with the Christian faith. Okay, Christmas has nothing to do with the Christian faith. And who were the true Christians? Okay, they were the disciples. Okay, you see, and
Strong's G 5546. Christianas. Christianas.
right, a follower of Christ. Okay, now we know that in that time, they were not calling, okay, the Son of the Most High. They were not calling him Christ. You see, they were calling him by his Hebrew name, right, which was Yahweh Shai. And we know that the word Christ, okay, goes back to the Hebrew word Hamashiach. So the disciples were first called Christians, or Mashiachyam, in Antioch. Okay, so when you read about the birth of Yahweh Shai, okay, there was no hope, love, and peace and joy coming from the Edomite. Okay, and we're gonna read, okay, about the birth of Yahweh Shai, which Christmas has nothing to do with the birth of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. You see, so they know we're on our feet. They know that we are, prophesying about the end of their downfall, that we're, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, are exposing them, are setting light to their speeches, to their crafty counsel, okay? Because that's what we were commanded to do. So Christmas has nothing to do with the Christian faith, and the true Christians, as I mentioned, were the Hamashiachim, the disciples, the followers of the Hamashiach, or the Christ. okay, in the Greek. And like I mentioned, there was no calling the Son of God, Jesus Christ back then. They didn't do that. They would have looked at you like, what? What are you talking about? Okay. So although it is a story that is many years old, it is still very much alive. Okay. But then, like I said, they put in this Christmas twist in it. So let's go and read. Okay. The scriptures. Now, it says here on his before we get to scripts, it says the message of Christmas is always important, but it's especially important through tough times like the ones we've been through the past years. Okay. And Christmas is pagan. All right. There's the origins of Christmas. When you look it up, you can look it up on Google, YouTube. You'll find out. You'll find out that it's all pagan. All right. And they incorporated it. Okay. And in the churches and Christianity and teachings of the Most High to, and his son to basically, pervert the minds, to deceive. All right, you're really celebrating something pagan, but it has a Christian twist, and we know that the Son of the Most High was not white, so that all the way is just gone left. And see, that's why we're here to shed light. But let's read what these devils do. This is Psalms 50 and 19. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Right. They give them their mouths to evil. All right. And their tongues frameth deceit. Now, when you go into this word frameth,
Strong's H, 6775. Samad.
down here in the Strong's definition,
Samad.
it says contrive. All right. So their tongues contrive deceit, if you will. Okay. When you look contrive up, it says to invent. Okay.
Contrive.
Create or bring about an object or a situation by deliberate use of skill and artifice. Now remember this word contrive, okay? Because through skill, right? Okay, through artifice, they create, this whole Christmassy BS, all right? The scriptures say not to put trees in your home and decorate them with silver and gold in the book of Jeremiah, the 10th chapter. Okay. The scriptures speak about worshiping the stock, which is the wood, or putting gifts underneath trees. Okay. So that's pagan. All right. And Israel was forbidden to do that. So I just wanted to bring this out. Okay, but I'm going to get into the birth, okay, of Yahushai, because what is it to the Edomite, all right? What's it to you, okay? We know the scriptures say, what do you have to declare? Let's just get it. Psalms 50 and 16, but unto the wicked the Most High say, what hast thou to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, right? What are you talking about, godly things, all right? The statutes and the covenant that the Lord made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, okay? And to their seed, seeing that you lie and say that Jesus, okay, is the Son of the Most High when that's not his name. He had a Hebrew name and he wasn't white. Going back, Psalms 10 and 7, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit, and fraud under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Let's get this word fraud.
Strong's H, 8496. Toch. Toch.
Yeah,
And
fraud.
second entry. Toch. Toch.
Right. You're fraudulent. Okay. You're claiming, okay, that Christmas has to do with the Son of the Most High, and that's false. Okay. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Right. And really they hate you, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, because if they really cared, they would tell you the truth and tell you that you're the Israelites and tell you that you shouldn't be worshiping pagan holidays like Christmas. Okay, they would tell you that the New Year's is in the springtime. All right, and they would tell you that the Son of the Most High was the so-called black man. All right. The tongue devises mischief like a sharp razor working deceitfully. Right, they're deceitful. Okay. Look at this. It says the scandemic has taken so much from us. We've lost so much time with one another. We've lost so many people we've loved. Over 1 million lives lost in America alone. That's 1 million empty chairs, breaking hearts, and in homes, I should say, all across the country. You see? And the scandemic, we know, okay, it's been coming out that the juicy juice has been giving people blood clots, and they've been dying. You see, and now there is a need for unvaccinated blood. You see, so let's read this again. Psalms 52 and 2. Thy tongue deviseth mischiefs like a sharp razor working deceitfully. Right, the scandemic. Okay, it was really the pandemic. Okay, so these devils are liars. Now let's read, okay, about this star that he spoke about. This son, okay, this child. And we look to the sky, to a lone star shining brighter than all the rest, guiding us to the birth of a child Christians believe to be the Son of God. You see, this sentence right here is biblical. But what end was it to the Edomite? Okay. And Joe Biden, Creepy Joe, is an Edomite. Let's read about what the Edomites wanted with the birth of Yahushua, whom the world ignorantly calls JC. This is Matthew 2. Now, when Yahushua was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem. When you look up Herod,
Strong's G, 2264. Herodes. Herodes.
this is the name of a royal family that flourished among the Jews in the times of Hamashiach and the apostles. Herod the Great was the son of Antipater of Idumea and appointed king of Judea BC by the Roman Senate at the suggestion of Antony, and with the consent of Octavian, he at length overcame the great opposition which the country made to him and took possession of the kingdom BC 37. Okay. And you can read this whole, if you like, about King Herod in Matthew, the second chapter, the first verse. But Herod was the name of the royal family of Idumeans. Okay, they were ruling Judea at the time of the birth of Yahushua. Okay, Mashiach. Okay, so let's continue reading, because what were the Idumeans wanting with the birth of Yahushua? All right, saying, where is he that is born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east and are come to worship him. Okay, so Herod asked, where is he that is born King of the Jews? Okay. No, Salakia. I take that back. The wise men were asking, "Where is he that is born king of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east and are come to worship him." When Herod the king heard these things, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. Okay. Why was he troubled? Okay.
Strong's G 5015. Tarasso. Tarasso.
To cause one inward commotion, take away his calmness of mind, disturb his equanimity, to disquiet, make restless, to stir up trouble, to strike one's spirit with fear and dread, to render anxious and distressed, to perplex the mind of one by suggesting scruples or doubts. Okay, so he was disquieted. Okay, inwardly he was he you know he was disturbed. He was not calm. You see, he was afraid, and all Jerusalem with him. Okay, and when he had gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together, he demanded of them where Hamashiach should be born. And they said unto him, In Bethlehem of Judea, for thus it is written by the prophet, And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are not the least among the princes of Judah, for out thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel. Okay, so that's what was told, all right, to Herod, that he would come out of what? Bethlehem in the land of Judah, okay? And that he would be a governor and he would rule Israel. So Herod was troubled. He was disturbed because the birth of Yahushai, okay, calls for the end of the Idumean rulership. Okay? And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, art not the least among the princes of Judah, for out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel. Then Herod, when he had privily called the wise men, inquired of them diligently of what time the star appeared. Okay? So he asked at what time the star appeared. Diligently. Let's see this word diligently.
Strong's G 198. Akribao. Akribao.
To know exactly, to do exactly, to investigate diligently, you see? So he was investigating diligently. He wanted to know. Okay, and he sent them to Bethlehem and said, Go and search diligently for the young child, and when ye have found him, bring me word again, that I may come and worship him also. Now, I mentioned that word contrive, which is that word frame. Okay, because ultimately Herod was hatching a plot against the child Yahushai. So what do these devils, why do they go around and claim? And yes, President Creepy Joe is an Idumean. So what was it to him, or what is it to them, the birth of Yahushai? It had nothing to do with Christmas because, for one, the Idumeans, they were afraid that their empire was about to be ended. Okay? And that's one thing we tell you, Jakes. If anybody knows the truth, it's your enemy. Okay? Which is the so-called white man. They know. They know what the birth of the Messiah, the Hamashiach, meant to their rulership. You see? So, going back, Matthew 2. And he sent them to Bethlehem and said, Go and search diligently for the young child, and when ye have found him, bring me word again, that I may come and worship him also. When they had heard the king, they departed, and lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them, till it came and stood over where the young child was. Okay, so the star that the wise men, I should say, seen, okay, from the east was actually a chariot. Okay, it was actually a so-called UFO because it went before them, okay, till it stood over where the young child was, okay, showed them the way. It says, when they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceedingly great joy. And when they were come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary, his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh. And being warned of the Most High in a dream that they should not return to Herod, they departed into their country another way. Okay. Now, doesn't this strike you as what Creepy Joe had said? And we looked to the sky to a lone star shining brighter than all the rest, guiding us to the birth of a child Christians believe to be the Son of God. But they don't believe him to be the Son of the Most High. They know the truth that JC and that whole Jesus juice is not, okay, of the Son of the Most High. Okay, this is Psalm 74. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. Right. They're so proud. Okay. And when you watch this video, you can see it in his face, the lies.
Gift is given. There's a certain stillness at the center of the Christmas story. A silent night when all the world goes.
Pride, deceit. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. So why do they continue to perpetrate this Christmas lie? Okay, when the birth of Yahushai, okay, which had nothing to do with reindeers and Santa, okay, and elves and the North Pole and Frosty the Snowman and Yuletide and mistletoe and trees and tinsel and none of those things, nothing. Okay, what does that have to do with the birth of Yahushai when the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ? Nothing. Okay, but the end of their rulership. And let's see what the Idumeans were trying to do. Okay, with that child. Okay, that Creepy Joe speaks of. Because they were warned in a dream that they should not return unto Herod. Therefore, they departed into their country another way. And when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeareth to Joseph in a dream, saying, Arise and take the young child and his mother and flee into Egypt, and be thou there until I bring thee word, for Herod will seek the young child to destroy him. Destroy.
Strong's G 622. Apollomy. Apollomy.
To kill, to declare that one must be put to death. Okay, so the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream and told him, take the child and his mother into Egypt. You see, and stay there until I bring thee word, because Herod is going to try to kill the child. You see, so it's interesting when these devils speak about the Son of the Most High, which they don't believe, right? But the true Christians, the true Mashiachyam, all right, the true Hebrew Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, they believe. But Edomites don't truly believe, because if they did, they wouldn't slander and mix paganism into the truth. The truth. When he arose, he took the young child and his mother by night and departed into Egypt, and was there until the death of Herod, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, Out of Egypt have I called my son. Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men, was exceedingly wroth, and sent forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem and in all the coast thereof, from 2 years old and under, according to the time which he had diligently inquired of the wise men. You see? So, like I had spoken about, their tongue frameth deceit. It was all a plot. You see, he had diligently inquired, okay, when the chariot had appeared, okay? He wanted to know what time, because what? He had a plan. Or better yet, say, maybe he didn't have a plan. But the thing was that he cleverly decreed for 2 year for the children 2 years and old and under, okay, according to the time that he had diligently required, that they should be put to death. Then was fulfilled that which was spoken by Jeremy the prophet, saying, in Ramah was there a voice heard, lamentation and weeping and great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children, and would not be comforted because they are not. But when Herod was dead, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt, saying, arise and take the young child and his mother and go into the land of Israel, for they are dead which sought the young child's life. And he arose and took the young child and his mother and came into the land of Israel. Okay? So, what are these devils looking to the sky for? Okay? Only to see chariots that are going to come to destroy, okay, Esau, Edom. All right? Let's read what he said again. And we looked to the sky to a lone star shining brighter than all the rest, guiding us to the birth of a child Christians believe to be the Son of the Most High. And the Idumeans, okay, King Herod at the time of the birth of Yahushua actually wanted to destroy Yahushua. Okay? So it's interesting. And I guess, Christians are got their panties in a bunch because he didn't say the name JC, that's not his real name. So, hey, the wicked are in full effect. Then they mix the scandemic, and he goes and talks about his first wife and one of his daughters that he lost in a car accident. You see? And he talks about, the politics in America. Where was he? Oh, yeah. Our politics have gotten so angry, so mean, so partisan, and too often we see each other as enemies, not as neighbors, as Democrats or Republicans, not as fellow Americans. We've become too divided. Yeah, so this country is through. All right? And he calls for peace. He calls to, for an act of kindness. Where did he say? Right, does he say here? That's why sometimes the smallest act of kindness can mean so much. Okay, but how were the Idumeans kind, right? So like, were they kind when was King Herod kind to Yahushua? Supposedly he was trying to worship him, but as we brought up, his tongue framed deceit. He contrived, to destroy the Yahushua. He didn't want to worship him. What does he end off saying right here? As we sing, O holy night, his law is love and his gospel is peace. They're blasphemers, man. Right? May I wish you and for your nation now and always is that will live in the light of liberty and hope, of love, generosity, kindness, and compassion, of dignity and decency. Wow. That's a lot from devils, man. That's too much to ask from a devil. Okay. But the point is the true Mashiachyam believe in the Son of the Most High. Okay. And that's the point of this video, because you devils sure as hell don't. This is John 6:69. Then Simon Peter answered, 68, Lord, to whom shall we go? Thou hast the words of eternal life. And this is the point. And we believe and are sure that thou art the Hamashiach, the Son of the living power. You see? Peter confessed, but he was, Then Simon Peter answered him, Lord, Salakia 69. We believe that thou and are sure that thou art the Hamashiach, the Son of the living power. That's why we do these videos, man. To shed light, okay, on what these devils say, their blasphemous addresses to the people. Okay. So Lord willing, this was edifying. Something that I like to do is take these little crafty counsels and dissect them and really really show you what is it that they're saying when it's all mischief, it's all vanity, it's all deceit. Okay. But the true Hamashiachyam believe in the Son of the Most High, but you devils try to destroy the Heavenly Father. Okay. And Christmas has nothing to do with the Hamashiachyam's faith. Okay. In the Messiah. Okay, so all willingness is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rokak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to all you Akim and you Akwat that believe in all sincerity. Shalom.